All right, let's dive deep. Today, we've got an amazing audiobook. It's Sir Chris Hoy's autobiography
Wow.
called All That Matters. You know, the Sir Chris Hoy,
Right.
6 Olympic gold medals, cycling legend.
Exactly. So,
But what makes this one really interesting is,
yeah, what makes it so compelling?
Yeah.
The context, last year he was diagnosed with stage 4
right?
prostate cancer, and then just this past October revealed it's terminal.
And he's using this book, it's narrated by himself on Audible, as a way to share his experiences, offer inspiration to others
It's incredible.
who are facing similar challenges.
Yeah, and we've got excerpts from like book announcements and articles from the bookseller and the Times.
Oh, wow.
Even like a peek at his website and Wikipedia page just to give us like a full picture.
Okay, so we're not just looking at the content of the book. We're going to explore WHY this audiobook.
Yeah, why this one, especially narrated by him,
Especially narrated by him. Why is it worth your time?
given the circumstances.
Yeah, given everything.
It's pretty poignant.
It's heavy stuff. This isn't like, some sports memoir, recounting victories on the track.
Right.
All That Matters delves into his family life, the adjustments of retirement,
Oh, wow.
and even his passion for fast cars. Like,
That's so
a
interesting.
little different from cycling,
Yeah, you've got this elite athlete who's used to pushing his limits, and now he's facing this different kind of challenge. Like, how does someone who's wired for competition and control navigate a situation like this?
And from what we're seeing in the reviews, it seems like he's doing more than just navigating. He's actively
Taking charge.
taking charge, yeah.
He's launched this initiative called the Tour de Four to raise awareness and funds for stage 4 cancer research.
So tell me about this Tour de Four.
It's incredible. It's this bike ride from Glasgow to Edinburgh, and he's inviting other people with stage 4 cancer to join him.
So it's not just him.
No, it's like a statement, don't let this diagnosis define you.
He's taking his struggle and turning it into something,
Well, a collective, yeah.
an effort for good. And the audiobook itself, 5 hours and 55 minutes.
A good length.
Good lengths for a couple commutes or walks.
Absolutely.
And he narrates it himself.
Which I think makes all the difference,
I was going to say,
It's not just reading words on a page.
Yeah.
You're like having a conversation with him.
at the time said it's a conversation filled with hope.
That's right. They highlighted the hopeful message, which I think is important to emphasize.
Yeah, this isn't a story about despair. It's about finding hope and meaning, even when things are tough.
Exactly. And that's what's going to resonate with listeners.
Yeah.
This isn't just about cycling or cancer. It's about the human spirit.
Being resilient.
Yeah. Which we can all relate to, whatever our circumstances are.
Absolutely.
But I'm curious, what stands out to you so far? What's piquing your interest
Oh, that's a good question.
about Chris's story? Like,
Yeah.
what are you interested in?
Well,
It's remarkable how openly he's sharing this deeply personal journey,
yeah, I think that's what makes it so compelling, right?
Mhm.
Like he's not shying away from the hard parts.
He's giving us permission to talk about our own struggles, too.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever those struggles might be.
And he's doing it with such optimism,
Yeah, it's not about pretending it's not there,
Right. It's about finding that strength to live well.
despite it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, it makes you wonder, like, how much of that strength comes from his background as an athlete?
Oh,
So
absolutely.
that discipline, that focus, the ability to push through pain.
It's got to play a role.
Yeah, those qualities,
And think about how athletes train relentlessly,
They push themselves.
always striving for that next victory.
Yeah, and in a way, he's kind of doing that now.
He is, but the challenge is different.
Different challenge, different kind of victory.
This time, it's not about crossing a finish line.
Right.
It's about finding meaning and purpose every day.
And he's approaching it with that same determination.
That same focus.
Yeah.
The same way he was a champion on the track.
It's more than just cycling or cancer.
Right.
It's about overcoming adversity.
It really is.
Have you ever faced, something that made you kind of reevaluate your priorities?
Oh, yeah.
Like, how did you approach it?
We all face challenges, physical, emotional, professional.
Right, of course.
What Chris is showing us is that in those moments of adversity, that's when we really discover what we're made of.
Okay, so speaking of resilience, let's go back to the Tour de Four.
Okay.
It's not just an event to raise money.
Right.
It's a testament to his character.
And I think it also speaks to the power of community.
Oh, interesting.
Facing cancer, it can be so isolating.
Yeah, definitely.
But he's creating this space, right, for
Yeah.
people to come together, to share, support each other.
It's beautiful.
It is.
He's taking his personal struggle and making it something bigger.
Exactly. And isn't that what all that matters is about?
I think so.
Finding hope and connection?
When things are really tough.
Exactly. It's a message that goes beyond any diagnosis.
This is about being human.
It is. It really is.
And it brings us back to the audiobook, right? It's not just what he's saying.
It's how it's delivered.
Yeah, he's narrating
It
it.
adds that intimacy.
The authenticity.
Imagine hearing his voice.
With all that emotion.
Sharing his story, it's like a personal conversation.
Yeah.
Filled with honesty, vulnerability.
And hope?
Yes, hope, and in a world that can feel so overwhelming.
That's a message we all need.
We do. We all need to hear that.
Yeah. It really is a powerful reminder no matter what we face.
Right.
There's always a choice how we respond.
And Chris isn't just talking about choosing hope, he's living it.
He is. With the Tour de Four, this book,
Motorsports.
yeah, like life doesn't end with a diagnosis.
It takes a new shape.
And within that new shape,
Yeah.
there's still purpose, connection. Yeah.
This goes back to what you were saying about his athletic background, how that might be influencing him now.
Yeah. How do you think all those years of training, competition have equipped him for this?
It's such an interesting question.
All right, it's a different kind of race now.
Totally. The discipline, the mental toughness, knowing that setbacks are part of it.
Because they're all things athletes understand.
They have to, and maybe those same qualities are helping him now.
Yeah. To navigate this new terrain.
Maybe. That ability to break things down,
Back to smaller steps.
focus on the process, not just the outcome.
Yeah. Skills from the track.
That could be invaluable now.
All that matters becomes more than a memoir then, right?
It's like a masterclass,
In resilience
a guide for facing anything, with courage,
and grace. And we get to experience it all through this audiobook.
narrated by him.
It makes it so much more powerful.
It's like he's sharing his wisdom directly, inviting us to find our own strength.
So as we wrap up, here's a thought for you.
Okay.
What lessons can we take from Sir Chris Hoy's story and apply to our own lives?
How can we embrace that resilience?
That commitment to living well, no matter what. Think about that.
Yeah, then check out All That Matters on Audible.
It comes out November 7th.
It'll stay with you.
It will. And join the conversation on our Deep Dive forum. Let us know what you think about his story, the lessons we can learn.
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Until next time, keep diving deep.